Welcome to another episode of This Stays Between Us. This is Crystal.
And I'm Rissa.
And I promise. Yes. I didn't start this rumor. I'm just spreading it.
Hey, we love the tea. Welcome to our inner circle.
Alright. Welcome to our series, This Stays in our book club. This month, we're going to be reading The Housemaid. We started this last week, so we are about 5 chapters in today. To be transparent, I listened to 4.
To be transparent, I listened to 11, thinking I was listening to 4.
You can catch me up. This is good. But at this point, I don't remember her name, to be so real.
Millie, I think?
Millie, that's right. Millie is living in her car, and she interviews to be the housemaid of this person. I also forgot her name. Nona? Is that what it is?
Nina.
I was so close.
I think Nona is like a vitamin drink.
I was thinking like a grandma.
Or grandma, yeah.
She was old, but I don't know. We're doing the audiobook, I guess. So she sounds young. I don't know. Anyway, so she's just there.
Crystal promises she read it.
I bet.
Just...
We have a book. This is true. And, well, I guess I'll just say it up until what I read, and then you can tell me what happens after.
Okay.
But yeah, she interviews to work there. It sounds like she's trying to come across as like professional and whatnot, and like she has good references, but she's living in her car. And then it sounds like they liked her, but they never called her, so she hears from a different job, like a food place, and they turn her down, and she's just really upset and kind of desperate for money. She finally gets a call from Nina offering her the job. And
not to forget that, like, a big part of why she doesn't get the restaurant job and why she doesn't think she's going to get the job as a housemaid is because she has...
she spent the last 10 years in jail. Is that
in
what it
jail,
was?
yep.
Yeah.
She's an ex-con, so she is her hopes are very low in being able to get a job.
Yeah. But she hears back from Nina, who maybe didn't do a background check, or maybe she did, and she's like, I need an ex-con for whatever is going on in this house.
Yes.
And offers her the job, and says it's a live-in housemaid situation. When she arrives, I guess, to actually move in, the gardener is kind of like, he's saying pedigu, or no, what is he saying?
Pericola. Which initially I was like, movie?
I know, it took me a second, I was like, what is he saying? Like, what would be the, like, Portuguese equivalent? And when she said danger, I was like, not where I was going.
I was like, it's a movie. Película.
I'll leave and come back with popcorn and fully thinking it's not dangerous.
Why is this Italian man telling me movie?
Also, I thought that was kind of funny, too, because he's struggling with English to communicate with her. And if it's really dangerous, like, don't we have, like, body language? No, yeah, like, you're gonna die here. Like,
don't go in.
Hand across the neck kind of thing. Like
some universal, like, body language.
Or, like, run. Literally anything.
Like, standing in front of the door, you know.
I know. With the knife. Like, yeah.
Drawing, you know. Draw it in the dirt or something.
And it sounds like she has a crappy phone, so, like, she couldn't even look it up right away. So it's, like, really crappy warning.
Yeah.
And
it didn't help.
Yeah, and then she's put in a room in, like, the attic, and it's sketchy, basically, like, closet. And, well, there's, like, a situation, I guess, that husband is there of the,
Andrew.
And he's talking to her for a second. Sounds like Nina didn't like that, and she was kind of like...
Nina is a jealous lady.
Yeah. I'm thinking whoever worked there before is buried in the backyard because she shacked up with the husband. That's where my head is going. Yeah.
Well, not that I know. I'm, like, saying that as if I know what happens. But,
I like to guess, because maybe we're right.
I have my predictions, too, about, like, what happens.
Yeah.
So, adding to everything that you just said, the room also that she's given, the window is, like, painted closed. So, she can't really open it.
Oh, I don't think I listened to that. I heard that the lock is on the outside, which would have been enough for me to be like, I'm gonna live in my car.
I know, right? And Nina's explanation of that is that, oh, it used to be a closet, so we have the lock on the outside. And it's like, okay, but can we fix that?
That would not be good enough for me.
Yeah.
And then she, like, asked for the key.
Yeah.
She's like, what are you trying to hide from us? Haha, just kidding. I'd be like, girl. I want to be able to get out of here if you switch on me.
Yes. So do you want me to tell you, like, up until what I know, or?
Sure. I'll still listen to it.
Or, okay. Well, as the story continues, there's one night that she wakes up in the middle of the night and she can't open the door. And she kind of freaks out, and it's really, like, it's like 3 a.m. It was just, like, a crazy time at night. And she's, like, freaking out. She's like, oh my gosh, I have to get out of this house. This is crazy, yada, yada, yada. But then she manages to open the door, and she can get out. And she's like, oh, well, I think the door was just stuck. But then she's also, like, kind of having this internal battle of, like, well, she has, like, this gut reaction of, I should probably leave this house. But then she's also like, but I really need the money. So you
can't spend money when you're dead.
Ain't that the truth? Put that on my gravestone.
100%.
Ain't spending that money now.
Those $12 got buried with me.
Yeah. Nobody has access to that money. So she keeps working. And apparently Nina just switches up on her a ton. One moment she's, like, the best boss, and she's so understanding and very appreciative of Millie's work. And then the next minute, she's just having a fit, and she's throwing everything and making the house super messy and blaming Millie for it and saying, like, you need to clean this up. This is your fault. And Millie is she just kind of takes it because she doesn't want to lose the job.
Yeah. A quick side note. Does the accent bother you in the audiobook because it keeps changing?
I was wondering if it was just me. I was like, wait, where did this come from? It, like, goes back and forth. I'm like, girl, if you can't stick to it, like, we don't need the Bronx accent. Like,
I know. She kept on doing different voices for different people, and then she kept on, like, messing them up, and I'm like, who is talking? I need the book.
Yes. No, and the whole time where she's just Millie and she's just talking about, like, Millie's thoughts, it's like it's the whole Bronx thing is just not working out.
We suddenly have, like, Hispanic accent, and then, like, it's back to, like, it's Southern, it's just all, like...
Yeah. She's trying really hard out there.
I mean, I would have done worse, so I apply.
I think you would do better.
You have not seen my impressions. They're bad.
I think you just wouldn't try an impression, which I think would be the way to go. Anyway.
Yeah, so she's switching up on her.
Yeah, Nina's just kind of a nutcase, is what we're finding out.
Yeah.
And their daughter, Cecilia, is also kind of a brat, like, just a spoiled brat, very manipulative, and it kind of seems like she wants to get Millie in trouble, you know? But maybe she's also just a kid. Kind of up in the air a little bit.
Yeah.
But more leaning towards, like, she is bratty and that kind of thing. And then we have the dad of the family, Andrew, who is a very handsome man. Very polished, makes a lot of money, and very kind towards Millie. He seems like the only one with his head on straight in that family. And it's clear that she's building some sort of affection towards him, where she does see, like, she recognizes that he's so kind, he's handsome, he's out of his wife's league, all these things, and she's kind of trusts him, but she's also very afraid of having any kind of relationship with him because she is afraid of Nina, and she's afraid of Nina's overreaction to anything.
Yeah, but also, if you get with my man,
Yeah,
that's not an overreaction.
I think that one is valid. So
like, she got so pissed. I slept with her husband. So
yeah, like what? Crazy. So the book starts with that little like, it's like we see a little bit in the future, right, where she's being interviewed. Millie is being interviewed by the police.
I think my audiobook skipped that.
that's like
the preface.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I played that. I think I played chapter 1, so I missed that.
Okay, well let me fill you in.
Okay.
The preface. She's being interviewed by the police officer. And they found a dead body. So you were kind of right about a dead body being found.
Yeah.
But I think it's found upstairs, like in her bedroom. I can't remember exactly like where it's found. But they found a dead body and they're interviewing her and
had been dead for a while, or
it didn't say. I don't remember if it I actually don't remember if it said anything about how long it had been. But yeah, so they're interviewing her and then it like goes into the story.
Okay.
So, like, knowing that a murder happens towards like more into the book, I think the way the author is building it up is for you to be questioning, like, who is the murderer here, you know?
Yeah.
And so far we have Millie, we have Nina, we have Andrew, we have Enzo, the groundskeeper.
Oh, okay.
And, I mean, technically we also have
it was the
little
gardener.
girl.
He's like, danger, it's me.
Yeah, danger, I just killed somebody.
I'm burying your body right now.
And the other question is, like, who is dead?
Yeah.
Is it, like, one of them, or maybe it's somebody who hasn't been introduced?
I'm gonna call it right now. It's either the husband or the wife.
See, my prediction is that it's the husband. Da da da. And this is why. First, we have the whole, like, Millie is an ex-con thing. And I think that is trying to make it so we question, like, what did she do? You know, why was she in prison?
Yet in chapter 11?
No, it hasn't said. It says that she went to prison when she was, like, 17. So maybe it was, like, more juvenile detention center or whatever. But
it depends on what she did, because she could have been tried as an adult.
True. We don't have all the details yet about it.
Yeah.
But it does make you wonder, like, has she killed somebody before? Is this, like, a pattern? Like,
how old is she now?
Oh, gosh. I don't remember. But it also mentions her having some, like, a bad relationship with her mom.
Yeah. Both her parents, right? They disowned her years prior. Because she mentioned, like, being, struggling financially and not having anyone to turn to. And her parents had, like, wrote her off, like, years ago.
Yeah. I know that there's, like, bad blood with the mom. And I can't remember if mom died or not. But there's something going on there.
So she
and
killed
then
her mom.
obviously. But yeah. Anyway, so we have like these are, it's, I kind of like the way that it's styled because it is a little bit like we're the detectives, right? And right now we're finding out the story.
I love those books.
Yeah.
I just read another one of hers called The Boyfriend that's kind of the same vibe. Mm-hmm. And I love the whodunit.
Yeah.
Because I accuse everybody.
Yeah. And then at the end you're like, I knew it.
It was theory number 15. I knew it.
I could see this coming from a mile away.
100%.
Yeah. But so, yeah, it's fun. You're getting introduced to these characters, and Millie she's got, like, the profile, you know, of somebody who'd be, like, capable of it so far as we know, like.
So she probably didn't do it.
Yeah. Because it's never who you think it is, right?
Yeah.
But then they start, like, maybe explaining her story a little bit, and then you get a little more empathy, and then maybe she did do it, you know? I don't know. To me, it's always, like, a mind game, and I don't know which side to be like, are you trying to make me not believe what it is? Anyway, I don't know. And then the other suspect that seems a little too obvious is Nina, because, you know, she's a nutcase.
The little girl killed her dad.
Whoa.
It's gonna be the little girl. She's creepy.
She is creepy. It could be.
And
it could be.
It could be her, but like maybe it is.
Maybe she's just like. Whoa, maybe the little girl is Millie. It's like a psychological thriller. This is actually.
Maybe there was never a little girl.
Maybe there was never a Millie. So I think this is the reason I think it's the dad. He seems like he's the one that has like his head on straight.
For now.
Because
he's gonna die.
You think he's the one that dies? I think he's the killer.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I was just making a joke because he's like, he has his head on straight. And
Oh.
like, well, it's gonna be off. That was gross? Sorry.
No. I'm just like, I'm like on the edge of my seat. Like,
Okay, so
listen
tell
to
me,
prediction.
I want to know.
The wife has gone crazy because he's made her crazy.
Oh, yeah.
He's a man.
I can get on board on blaming you, man, in a second.
Because imagine, I feel like this is what's going to happen. We find out that she's kind of like, she's just been gaslit for so long about things, you know? And maybe the last housemaid or nanny or whatever did have an affair with him, or he has a pattern of having affairs.
Yeah.
In some sort of capacity, because he is handsome and he is so well-spoken and he's kind and he's rich.
He's really manipulative.
But he's really manipulative. That's what I think
actually
the
love
twist
that
is going
because
to be.
I feel like whenever someone says like that girl, like that ex was crazy, I'm like, what did you do?
Yeah.
What did you do to her?
Yeah. How are you
She is just a
responsible?
girl. How did you drive her over the edge?
Yeah, no, 100%. If you're ever on a date with a man and he says he has a crazy ex-girlfriend, you run. Because you're like, I'm gonna be next.
You're itching somewhere. What did you do?
You're at fault.
Interesting. I can get on board.
That's my theory.
Okay. And so the housemaid is being interviewed so she doesn't die.
Yeah, she's alive.
So he kills his wife?
Maybe.
He kills Enzo because they were having an affair. He's just sleeping with everyone.
Yeah. He gets jealous of Enzo because Enzo is also very handsome. Maybe.
The poor boy. I could buy that.
I think that there's probably going to be more characters introduced.
Yeah.
And we'll find out who.
Can blame more people.
Yeah, we can blame more people. We can find the victim. It could also be like a body that was found who was murdered previously.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe it was like the previous maid or something. I don't know.
I'm excited.
Investigative journalism at its finest.
No facts, no sources that are reliable. Just us.
Just thoughts.
Thoughts and TikToks.
Yes. That's what our brain is made of. TikTok thoughts.
All right.
But yeah. So
I'm excited. Yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah.
I have this, I don't know. I either read like 3 or 4 books a week or like 1 book every 6 months. There's no in between.
That's me. I go through phases where I'm like, I love reading, and then phases of just like, I don't know how to read. Like, what do the words on this page say?
That's me with like a fantasy book. I can't. And maybe I'm just not evolved enough to like, get there, you know?
Fantasy.
I'm just not very creative, and then like you're reading the book and it's like the names don't make sense. They're like weird and the names of the places are weird and I'm like...
That's how I feel a lot of the time with like really dense like history books, you know, not like textbook sort of things, but even just like the conspiracy books and stuff where I'm like, I can't follow all these names. Like there's too many timelines. Too many. Yes. Yeah, like I need Audible to like have pictures pop up every now and then.
I need a TikTok under a minute explaining this to me. Maybe like a 3-part series. Like, I can settle for that. Yeah. That's it.
Oh, so true.
That's wild.
But yeah.
Yeah. Did you? Okay, this is such a tangent. But did you ever see the Who the F Did I Marry series that was like 50-something parts long on TikTok? This was popular. I don't even know concept of time anymore. I think it was 2 years ago, but
I
did you ever?
Yes. I didn't watch too much of it, but tell me.
Oh, I listened to the whole thing. I don't remember a lot of it. I almost want to go back and... It's one of those things where you listen as you're cleaning the house because you're like, okay, cool. But it was this lady who started dating and eventually married this guy who was a total psycho and like lying about everything, lying about his job. He would like say all these things that they were going to buy a house together. He would make her like go look at a bunch of houses with him, but like there was no money. And then he was supposed to get... I know. He just like kept on like going back and forth on her. I don't remember all the details, but it was an insane story. And she was really good at storytelling. And it kind of started a little bit of a movement because other people started being like, who the F did I date or whatever. Mm-hmm. And just people exposing other people online, which is
love it.
Like so fun.
Yeah.
Not for them. But
love to watch it.
I'll need to listen to it and get more deeds so I can tell the story better. But it was insane. Like he basically had lied about every aspect of his life, including his family and all these different things. Like I'm pretty sure he killed a parent off the story. Not killed, but killed them off the story. Like this person died and then it's just kidding, they're alive. Just
all over the place.
Yeah.
Sounds like The Tinder Swindler.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's I think it's on Netflix. Yeah. It's pretty interesting. It's one of those scams. Several women were love bombed by this guy, and he took tens of thousands of dollars from each one, Yeah. Just your classic modern day love affair.
My bank accounts are frozen. You need to send me some money for whatever.
Yeah, but very elaborate, Yeah. So there's a whole documentary. It's pretty interesting.
I mean, you always think the people that fall for it are pathetic until it's you. It's it was we were in love.
He emailed me, okay?
We had something like that recently where there were very obviously Photoshop pictures. Did you see that?
No, but so many stories are coming to mind of
there
situations
was really recent. I can't remember who they did it with. It might my head is coming to Matthew McConaughey, but it was probably not him. But it was some famous person.
Was it Brad Pitt?
It was Brad Pitt.
Okay, then that's the one I'm thinking.
And it was just terrible Photoshop. It's hi baby, I'm at the hospital. I need more money for my bills. In the age of AI, you can make. I'm married, so I'm saying we're off the market, but yeah. No. If I ever find myself in the dating world again, I just will not date.
If I'm ever in that world, I will not participate in that world.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
In that world, but not of it.
Disgusting.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So funny.
That's funny.
Yeah. But so for our new book club, join us reading The Housemaid. We will cover... how far should we read for next week?
Well, you're already at 11, so we should do 20 or something?
Yeah, we could do 20, up to 20, or there's 60, 70-ish chapters.
We want to do it for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do more, 30?
Yeah, should we do 30?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. We will be reading up until chapter 30 of The Housemaid by Freida McFadden. Join us next time.
Bye.